What's up guys, Tommy with Studio Sense here, warm and comfortable in my studio setting, and I hope that you're warm, comfortable, and even a little bit cozy wherever you are. Appreciate you stopping by today. Much like paint jobs on vehicles, you've seen those like pearlescent white and silver or whatever. Fragrances can have that same warm, cool, or hot and cold, often called mercurial, because it's like the temperature going up and down. They have those same kind of facets in their aroma quality. And so today I'm talking about 10 fragrances that are amazingly mercurial in nature. In other words, they go up and down. They provide this cool briskness while also giving you this warmth and this invitation in aroma. And they're perfect for wearing in cooler weather without you being left out in the cold. In other words, you still smell very relevant, very good, like you're keeping your finger on the pulse of what's happening out there in the fragrance world for men. So when we come back, we're gonna go over these 10 mercurial fragrances. I've got that and more coming up, so stay tuned. Welcome back everyone. Today we're talking about the planet Mercury becoming in phase and you reaching your true nature. No, we're not talking about that at all. We're talking about fragrances that have two tones or two facets, often called mercurial because like the temperature, they go up and down. They're often hot and cold in tandem. There's actually a fragrance that had a commercial, Issey Miyake's Fusion, I believe, Fusion to See. That's actually how it was presented in the commercial. That's not one we're going to talk about today, but I do have 10 that actually feature a very mercurial nature and are perfect for cooler weather. These fragrances are often called silver fragrances. Silver has those facets of hot and cool, often warm and spicy, while sometimes being minty, fresh, and cool as well, and bracing. The first mercurial fragrance is one by Colognes. It is Colognes Private Silver Wood. This one is warm and woody, sweet and silvery. It's perfect for office use. Now, it may not make hearts beat faster, but you're not going to make any enemies wearing Colognes Private Silver Wood. This next fragrance is a bit newer to the market, but just like the leather dashboard to the sports vehicle that you're driving up the mountain to reach the ski lodge, put your hand on the dashboard and you feel that warmth not only from the heating element, but also the engine. You get that very vibrant, lively, crisp leather smell. It's a very pleasant aroma, especially when mixed with the cool, earthy, woody facets of your environment, and that is Mont Blanc Explorer Platinum. Just a super solid, everyday wear cologne that happens to have that mercurial state and do it really, really well because you get this cool, bracing, silvery platinum facet on one side, bookended by a very fresh, masculine leather. Mont Blanc Explorer Platinum. Our next mercurial or silver or platinum fragrance features an icy green absinthe with a very warm, spicy center, Invictus Platinum by Paco Rabanne. Now, Invictus is a very well-known DNA. Why would I be recommending this as a mercurial fragrance? Well, it was kind of embedded into not only the name of platinum, but absinthe is a very mercurial kind of note in fragrance because on the one hand, you have this cool, icy heart, and on the other hand, you've got this warm, spicy herbaceousness that mixes extremely well. Invictus Platinum is just a great, easy wear, and you'd be surprised at how good it smells in cooler weather. And if you add the heat of exertion with this fragrance, meaning you wear it while you're doing something that will make you sweat, you're gonna get extra wear and extra life out of it. Our next mercurial fragrance is one from Coach. It is Coach Platinum, just like the silvery bottle that it is in. This one has the powdery, fruity functionality of sweater weather plus holiday spice. It wears extremely well, and again, just like all of these, it has the versatility to be worn in warmer weather as well as cooler weather. You'll be surprised at how much you like Coach Platinum in cooler weather. Guys, I'm not even kidding. It brings a little bit of the heart of summer into its body with the aromatic opening of pineapple, some fruity notes and facets rolling off the top of it. Into the heart and into the base is where we get that powdery, warm home and hearth implication, which makes this so pleasant to wear. Coach Platinum. Another affordable mercurial banger that adds an aquatic appeal to a hot and cold is one by Bentley. It is Bentley for Men Silver Lake. Silver Lake being one word instead of two if you're actually going to Google it. So make sure to put in Silver Lake as one word or just click on the link that I've included below. This one opens with lemon and peppermint. There's violet and pink pepper in the heart, and I believe amberwood and musk, white musk, in the base. While there isn't a particular watery note or aquatic aroma chemical, this one happens to mimic the entirety of an aquatic feel and appeal in that whole mercurial form. So you get these facets of hot and cold, the bracing, the lively, the energizing, affordable mercurial fragrance that's great in cooler weather. You're going to read a lot of articles that say this is for summertime only, it's an aquatic fragrance, but you would be surprised again at how cool and refreshing it is to wear Bentley for Men Silver Lake in the dead of winter, or even in the beginnings of winter. Maybe not sub-zero weather, I wouldn't recommend that. Probably don't want to wear anything but thermals at that point, but this one definitely is really nice in the cooler climes. Now, if you were to read the opinions of our next mercurial fragrance online, you would think that it's Satan's red-headed stepchild, but honestly, that just goes to prove that there's a lot of opinions about a lot of fragrances, but when you boil it down to its bare essence, Azzaro's Wanted Eau de Parfum is actually an extremely serviceable fragrance. Now, that doesn't sound like a compliment, but it really is. What I mean by serviceable, this is a perfect example of how you can take a modern man's cologne that was created for everyday wear, everyday use, and make it mercurial. Give it that whole hot and cold tonal qualities, the two different aromas that work together in tandem. It opens with this very lively and energetic juniper, goes straight into a little bit warmer, a little bit more spicy sage, vetiver in the base, that just keeps it elegant, and that's where the maturity of this comes from. Now you got to keep in mind that the original Wanted was a very much Invictus style bubblegum youthful fragrance. So you're going from that DNA directly to the Eau de Parfum. So many people may not remember, but that's its origins. So it doesn't smell bad, it just smells like the original Wanted that has been refined. It's a very wearable, very mass appealing and pleasing fragrance to smell and to wear. So that's why I consider it worth owning, plus it's one can wear equally as well in cooler weather as one can in warmer weather. Our next silvery hot and cold fragrance is one from Hugo Boss. It is Hugo Reflective Edition. This one is such a brisk, cool, refreshing fragrance. I really like spraying this one on. It's just a perfect out of the shower, energizing, uplifting. It energizes with an open of eucalyptus and mint, heart of nashi pear. There's a base of like ambroxan and vetiver combination. So it's got kind of the standard fare of men's fragrance, but the blend is what makes it so icy cool and also warm and inviting at the same time. That's what makes it a perfect silvery hot and cold wear for cooler weather. Hugo Reflective Edition. This next cologne, in my humble opinion, is a silver bullet to any hairy situation. That was a werewolf reference. Whether you're expected to attend a black tie affair, a Christmas work party, or an even more intimate setting of a one-on-one date with someone, Issey Miyake's Nuit de Ci Noir Argent, which is basically Silver Night or Night of Silver, is an epic wear that is extremely mercurial in nature. There's nutmeg and leather, there's incense, there's saffron, other resinous notes, myrrh in here that just brings it round to its dark heart. There are so many identifiable nuances that make this such a masterpiece, a sophisticated masterpiece to wear, not the least of which is its mercurial or hot and cold nature. I really enjoy this, and I think you will too. Nuit de Ci Noir Argent by Issey Miyake. Our next mercurial or silver-like hot and cold scent is sublimely sophisticated. It is one of my favorite in this list. It is a classic combination of verbena, neroli, jasmine with some warmer elements and facets. It is Chanel Egoist Platinum. This is the classically smooth man's morning tradition that just seems to always work. Along with those lighter notes, you've got galbanum, some resins, you've got amber, vetiver, just a very, very well done fragrance that again, always works. That's why it's classic. That's what makes it classic. Chanel Platinum Egoist is also one of the most versatile in this list. I recommend using it in cooler weather as much as you would be inclined to wear it in warmer weather. Chanel Egoist Platinum. Our last silver mercurial fragrance is another Hugo Boss fragrance in this list. It's a very good, affordable, everyday wear fragrance, and that is Boss Bottled United. This one has a combination of mints in the open. It opens very minty fresh. Then you get this green, there are green facets through boohoo. Fruity yet blood orange in here that works as a transition as it develops into the little bit more warmth from the cooler minty side to the warm expression in the base. And that's what makes it that mercurial fragrance that made this list, gives it that mercurial nature. Again, this one is a very affordable, everyday kind of fragrance that you can wear in any situation, mostly casual, but it's really hard to find a situation where it wouldn't be appropriate to wear something like this. Just like Boss Bottle United, all of these fragrances are incredibly versatile owing to their mercurial nature. I know we ran through these 10 fragrances pretty quickly, but I just wanted to introduce you to some mercurial type fragrances, ones that are hot and cold, often in tandem. Some of them start out cold and then go towards the warm side. Some of them start out in the warm spectrum, move closer to the cool, bracing side. But whatever it does when it's on your skin, it's extremely pleasant, and it simply adds to the whole alluring magnetic nature of fragrance on men. And so whether you're wanting to stand out and be different and unique, whether you're wanting to invite someone into your bubble in an intimate setting such as a date night, these will do all of the above in their very own lightly mysterious silvery nature. Well, we're putting a cap on today's video, but if you've tried any of these, you own any of these fragrances that we've talked about, let me know what your favorite facets of them are, or if you feel like there are others that I missed out on in this list that should be part of it, let us know what those are as well, your favorite mercurial fragrances. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I really enjoyed it. I hope you did too. As always, thank you so much for your continued support on my channel. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video review.